And one of the things which I think makes this occasion so interesting for us is that the primary focus of this text is not a parable where Jesus is relating some semi-imaginary story, although Jesus does tell a parable in the midst of this encounter. The primary focus of this text is not the performance of a miracle, although this woman will probably beg to differ with us and say that a miracle was done in her life. No, see, what we've actually got here is the narrative of a real encounter with a real person. And as a result, we've got a section of Scripture which is quite special because it allows us to glimpse the profound emotional effect that an encounter with the person of Jesus could produce. And furthermore, we've got here the record of two contrasting individuals. We've got the unnamed woman and we've got Simon. And the issue is that one had recognised and had already yielded to Christ's authority, and the other was still not sure what sort of authority this Jesus really had. He was, of course, no doubt aware of the rumours. In fact, just notice back in Luke 7, in verse 16, we're told about the result of Jesus raising the widow of Nain's son. Verse 16 of Luke chapter 7, fear seized them all, and they glorified God, saying, a great prophet has arisen among us, and God hath visited his people. And this report about him spread through the whole of Judea and all the surrounding country. And so that's the rumour. A great prophet has arisen. And this is Simon's question. Could he be a great prophet? Is he something more? And there was resistance to this idea among the Pharisees, as we'll see. Now, there are a number of things in Luke chapter 7 which find their parallel in Matthew chapter 11. So Matthew chapter 11, we have Christ's testimony concerning John the Baptist. That's in verses 1 to 15. And that parallels to Luke chapter 7, verses 18 to 30. And then in Matthew chapter 11 and verse 16 to 19, Jesus likens this generation to children sitting and playing in the marketplace. And that parallels to Luke chapter 7 and verses 31 to 35. And yet, this is the interesting thing about this, where Luke moves straight on in to describe the incident that we've just read of in the house of Simon the Pharisee, Matthew lingers. And he seems to reveal to us more of the words which our Lord spoke on this occasion as he taught the people. And, of course, Matthew chapter 11 finishes with those famous words, doesn't it, that we just sung. Finishes with this personal invitation in verse 28. Come to me, all who labour and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. They are remarkable words, aren't they? And one can spend a whole exhortation simply expounding those. But notice just a couple of little things here. The Lord is speaking to an audience among whom he knows there must be people who need that message. There must have been, listening to the Lord on this occasion, people who were carrying heavy burdens. Those who were weary, worn, and sad. And he's promising to them that there will be something deeply satiating and reinvigorating about sinking into a life in step with him. That's what he's saying to them. He assures these people that he's not a hard taskmaster. He characterizes himself as gentle and lowly in heart. He says to them, I can give you rest. Now, we perhaps don't always stop to register just how completely extraordinary those words were to the hearers, or the implications that they carry for people. Imagine that claim, "I will give you rest." This is not a promise that an ordinary teacher would or could make. What a claim. Look what's on offer. Rest for your souls. That's deep inner peace, isn't it? That's a clean conscience. That's why. That's forgiveness of sin, isn't it? And that's quite a claim. Who is this man? And so it would seem that this may well have been the teaching and the invitation of the Lord announced just prior to what we read in Luke chapter 7. So let's just come back to Luke chapter 7 and we will take up this record that we've read in verse 36. One of the Pharisees asked him to eat with him, and he went into the Pharisee's house and reclined at the table. And behold, a woman of the city, who was a sinner, when she learned that he was reclining at the table in the Pharisee's house, brought an alabaster flask of ointment. Now, notice the description of this woman. She's a woman of the city who was a sinner. And the phrase seems to carry with it this idea that, for whatever reason, this woman was notorious for her life of sin. And if that's the case, what a sad and difficult predicament for this woman. Not only would she carry that burden deep within, she knows what she is, but there's the added shame of her knowing that everyone else knows it too. And yet, with her reputation being what it is, she's probably already surprised people this evening. Because it says, notice it says, when she learned that he was reclining at the table in the Pharisee's house. In other words, she's been seeking him all over the place. Excuse me, have you heard where the teacher, Yeshua, is dining tonight? Do you know where I can find Jesus? Have you heard where he is right now? And finally someone says to her, "Oh, look, he's been invited to dine at table with Simon the Pharisee." Oh, that house. Now, we learn in this passage that Simon and the others who ate at his table knew this woman for what she was. And of course, she would know that they knew. And I don't think we need to have too much of a vivid imagination to know the way that she would have been treated by such people. This woman, known to be like she was, would likely have been treated with contempt by those who considered themselves to be decent people, none of whom would have credited her with the ability to have been anything other than completely devoted to sin. This is a woman who can't change, from their perspective, a sinner. And yet, deep down inside this woman, for some time perhaps, has been a lonely ache, a longing, a yearning for something better. This woman was fed up with her life of sin. She was exhausted with being burdened down with sin and guilt. She was sick of feeling degraded. She's probably completely at the end of her tether, unable to think or see how she could possibly go on, until perhaps she heard that invitation. "Come unto me, all who labour and are heavy laden, I can give you rest." And perhaps she heard those words and she knew instantly, that's me. I've been a slave to sin for years. I'm exhausted. I'm sick and tired of this life. And when the Lord offered rest, calm, peace, it must have been as if a beacon lit up inside her, and she thought, he's saying that even now, despite all my sins, I can be cleansed, I can change, I can have hope and inner peace again. No one had ever given her that hope. And she would have been riveted to the Lord's teaching. And his conviction and his obvious compassion would touch her And perhaps she could feel a conscience stirring that she'd almost forgotten existed. Silence for all these years, and she's gradually beginning to soften. And she no doubt felt herself yielding, daring to believe that forgiveness was possible, daring to believe that this man was more than a prophet, daring to believe that he truly did have the power to redeem her. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. I'm gentle, I'm lowly in heart. You will find rest for your souls. My yoke is easy, my burden is light. I'm not here to condemn you. I'm not harsh, critical, or overbearing. I'm going to help you believe that you can change. I'm gentle. I'm with you. You can do it. It is achievable. That's the message, isn't it? And when all the crowds dispersed, when the Lord had finished teaching and gone on his way, there, alone, trembling with emotion, was this woman. She's not felt so clean and free ever as she does right now. She's changed. She's left her life of sin behind. And the chains which shackled her to her old master have been broken, and she now has a new master, and she's in love with him, and she's going to do anything she can to express her gratitude, even to the point of going home, finding her most precious possession, finding out where her Lord is, and offering it to him in front of whoever, with all the gratitude and love that she can muster. And so she brings in verse 37 an alabaster flask of ointment, very precious, very expensive. And you know, she probably intended to just dab the ointment on Jesus' already very clean feet. After all, he's a guest. And surely the host would have taken care of the basic act of washing his guest's feet. But no. We find that nobody has washed the Lord's feet. And so when she arrives, verse 38 says, and standing behind him at his feet, weeping, she began to wet his feet with her tears and wiped them with the hair of her head and kissed his feet and anointed them with the ointment. Now, see the progression here. She begins by standing, and then she's so overcome that she drops to her knees, and perhaps those tears represent an admixture of misery for the past and relief and gratitude for the present and hope for the future. And as these tears begin to soak the feet of the Lord, he doesn't push her away. I was thinking about this and I thought, you know, if it was me, I think I would immediately be intensely self-conscious if someone was doing that. But he doesn't instinctively pull back and think, whoa, this is weird. Not at all. The Lord is touched by this and he sees this for what it really is, her love and her worship. And as those tears begin to soak his feet, what happens next is beautiful. Maybe a little bit self-conscious, she realizes that her tears have mingled with the dust on the road and now his feet are dirtier than ever before. She lets down the long tresses of her hair and tenderly wipes the dirt and grime from his feet with her hair. What she was doing was just beautiful. You know, 1 Corinthians chapter 11 says that a woman's hair is her glory. This woman's glory is in the dust. And she voluntarily puts it there and she tenderly wipes that dust from his feet. What did she care for her glory? It was all his. And I wonder whether a woman's hair was ever used for a more glorious purpose than on this occasion. And if that wasn't enough, she then kissed his feet repeatedly. And having washed the Lord's feet with her tears, having wiped and dried his feet with her hair, having now kissed his feet, she would open this box of ointment and anoint those same feet, and the smell, the odor would just fill the room. What is your reaction to that scene? See, one group of men looking on were nauseated at this. This is disgusting. What is he doing? Does he not realise, not who, but does he realise what is touching him? And now we're told the inner workings of Simon's mind at this point. He's already judged this woman. But he now sees in Jesus' response to her an answer to the question that he's had in his mind. This is where we see Simon's motive, verse 39. Now when the Pharisee who had invited him saw this, he said to himself, if this man were a prophet, he would have known who and what sort of woman this is who is touching him, for she is a sinner. And there's almost relief there. See, he's not a prophet after all. That's been the rumour, that's been the question. I think I've got my answer. But he's wrong, isn't he? He's wrong about the Lord not being able to read a person's heart and mind, and he's wrong about thinking that he can. Because did you notice what he said? He said, she is a sinner. Is. Present tense, Simon? You see his mistake? His assessment of the woman is out of date. You see, she had been a sinner. She's not anymore. And now the Lord turns to Simon, the one who has not yet yielded to the Lord, and he answers those thoughts and he demonstrates that he knows his thoughts. He's going to demonstrate that he's more than a prophet. You watch. Verse 40, and Jesus answering said to him, Simon, I have something to say to you. And he answered, say it, Lord. Notice the incredible courtesy of Jesus here. And here's the parable, verse 41. A certain moneylender had two debtors. One owed 500 denarii and the other 50. When they could not pay, he cancelled the debt of both. Now, which of them will love him more? Simon answered, well, the one, I suppose, for whom he cancelled the larger debt. And he said to him, you've judged rightly. It's a simple parable, isn't it? And Simon answers it correctly, as anyone would in that situation. But you've got to wonder whether Simon saw this coming next. Verse 44. Then turning toward the woman, he said to Simon, do you see this woman? I entered your house. You gave me no water for my feet, but she has wet my feet with her tears and wiped them with her hair. And now we get this series of contrasts. Simon, you didn't wash my feet yourself. In fact, you didn't even have a servant wash my feet for me. Simon, you didn't even give me a bowl of water so that I could do it myself. But she used her tears to wash my feet and the hairs of her own head to dry them. Verse 45, Simon, you didn't give me one kiss on the cheek, which by the way, was the common custom. But Simon, she hasn't stopped kissing my feet. Simon, you didn't deem my head worthy of common olive oil. She deemed my feet worthy of the most costliest perfume. Verse 47, therefore I tell you, her sins, which are many, are forgiven, for she loved much. But he who is forgiven little loves little. And you see the problem here for Simon. His problem was that he could see that she was the one who owed more. It was obvious to him that she would represent the one who owed the vast amount of money. What he didn't realise was that he owed too. And not only did he owe, but he also could not pay. And effectively, though he would find it so hard to get his head around this, effectively what that meant is that he and the woman were in exactly the same predicament. Only she's now miles ahead because she knew and owned her situation, and she's humbled herself before the one who can wipe her debt clean. And Simon's still wondering if he's a prophet. He hasn't even got off first base, has he? And this is something that unites and levels us all, no matter what our upbringing was like or wherever we've come from. None of us can pay. And so in one sense, it's irrelevant what that debt is. It's unpayable. That's the bottom line. And what matters is how we're responding to the gift of forgiveness in our life. His love for Christ characterizing our response. Do we have that healthy appreciation of our utter inability to pay? Do we appreciate that without God, without Christ, without grace, we're nothing? See, the difference between the woman and Simon was that she knew that she had a debt that she couldn't pay. He wasn't yet aware that he even had a debt and would probably argue with you if you said that he did. Huge difference. And he said to her, now he just ignores Simon, he turns straight to this woman in all her beautiful, glorious humility and her love and gratitude. He says to her, your sins are forgiven. And then those who were at the table with him, verse 49, began to say among themselves, who is this who even forgives sins? He just ignores that. He says to the woman, your faith has saved you. Go in peace. And notice that he doesn't say to her, as he said to another woman on a different occasion, go and sin no more. Remember that he said that in John chapter 8? He doesn't say that to this woman. It's not required in this situation. She's already determined to sin no more. That's why she's come to him. And he says to her, go in peace. You come to me, I give you rest. Rest deep within your soul. And she walked back into that city in peace. Not in shame anymore. And soon, all people are going to realise that this is a new woman. The burden is lifted. She's not as depressed and morose as she used to be. She's come to him as she was invited to, and he's given her rest. She's taken on his yoke, and it's easy and it's light. And imagine her joy as she leaves Simon's house. Here's a woman who came to Jesus weary, worn, and sad. And here's a woman who has found in him a resting place and has been made glad. It's true, isn't it? We don't always know where people are at. It's powerful to think that Simon's assessment was out of date. A change had been at work in that woman, and he had been completely unaware of it. More concerning, had he truly known his own state, then he would have been on the floor next to her. The Lord has been at work, hadn't he, in her heart and in her mind. And we are assured that he's at work in our midst too. And that is something we should have confidence in, I feel, and will certainly affect the way that we relate to one another. No matter the debt, no matter the setbacks that we may have faced, or a pain and a discomfort at our own mistakes at times in our life, we can come to him. We truly can. The invitation is still there. The rest he offers is still accessible. Simon had asked, what sort of woman is this? The answer was, Simon, a forgiven one. A forgiven one. And now there's a new question for Simon. Simon, what sort of man is this?